Hey y'all, this is Deb. So they're probably frustrated with me by now because we were going to do a tag. But the tags that I found, they're really kind of juvenile. So I have young adult children. So we're going to do a different kind of mother-son part 2 vlog about us. And this is going to be about a topic that Xander and I were talking about this morning. And we were talking about this young man, and it was posted on Facebook too. I think Miss Lily posted it on Facebook about this young man. What's this thing called now? This meth? What is it called?
Molly.
Molly? What is it? What is Molly?
I've never heard of it.
You've never heard of it?
It's a pill. You can take it.
No, this stuff that she found was white powder.
Yes, it comes in a pill. There's powder. You can smoke
How do you know about it?
When you read the Facebook.
You know about this on Facebook? Okay. So, the conversation was that, what were you saying?
I was saying that people are always quick to accuse the rap artists for influencing kids to do like drugs or gangs. And I was pretty much saying it's not always the rap artists. Sometimes their songs are not meant to influence kids to do things like the rapper Trinidad James, his song All Gold Everything, he says pop the Molly, I'm sweating. Even though Molly is a pill, he could be talking about getting money, because in his song he's talking about money and having a lot of gold stuff. And even though Molly is a drug, doesn't mean he was talking about you should do it or it's cool to do. He was just saying pop the Molly, I'm sweating.
Okay, so you say pop the Molly, I'm sweating, whatever that means. And Molly now in the terms is this new form of drugs that kids can get a hold to. Oh wow, we don't have cocaine now. We got Molly and we got lollipops and syrup and all that stuff. So what we were talking about this morning is that Xander doesn't feel that the rap artists influence these young kids' behavior. He says more of peer pressure. What do you think, Xavier?
It's the rap artists influencing them, because
I believe that too.
If the rap artists weren't saying anything about it, the kids wouldn't know anything about it. So, I mean, they don't get all of the blame, because part of it is where they grow up in, their neighborhoods that they grow up in and stuff, and they see around them. But it is the rap.
So
artists.
what about the kids that grow up in River Oaks or in West U, and that's a prominent area here where we live. So what about those kids? You went to school in River Oaks, and the principal's son OD'd. So he grew up in a really nice neighborhood. So what about those kids that get a hold?
They don't do the drugs of the rappers. They do like the cocaine, the acid. They do all those kind of stuff. They don't do the stuff that the rappers sing about.
They don't sing about cocaine?
Not anymore.
Cocaine was like back in the 90s.
So cocaine is old now?
Yeah.
So what's the new drug?
I don't know, but it's not what rappers sing
Like Whitney
about.
Houston said in her interview with Oprah Winfrey, cocaine is for poor people.
She did not.
She did.
That is not what she said. She said crack was whack. She wasn't talking about cocaine.
Crack cocaine.
Cocaine is crack.
I don't do drugs, so I don't know. How do you know so much about the drugs, Xander?
Well, if you look at the school that I go to and the environment.
So you have drugs at school?
No, but if you look at the school I go to, people that go to that school, and then if you look at the environment,
it's not just that school. They have drugs at the school.
And if you watch TV.
So this is my take on it. He felt like it was the music that influences. He doesn't. I do. Because I believe after a while, what goes in here affects the way you behave. And I don't necessarily agree that it's all behavior, because I mean, I can listen to some rap music if it's clean, but all those, that profanity and all of this stuff, I think it does influence the kids. Like this rapper, he's 2 chains. Well, what that mean? So you got kids around here trying to wear 2 and 3 and 4, 5 chains because
That's
he
always
can't.
been the thing. He just calls himself 2 Chainz.
Well, see, I don't know. I don't really care, because I don't really see why y'all listen to that kind of music. I mean,
listen to it because the words are, some of them, the ones that I listen to, they're actually telling stories and stuff. Most of the stuff that the kids nowadays listen to are just for the beats and because the people sound cool. But the rappers I listen to is usually because when they sing songs, they're actually telling a story, or they just talk about their life or something. They're not trying to just rap, oh yeah, I got a bunch of girls back home, something like that. They don't always say about that kind of stuff.
So why, when we were going out of town, the music that you put in, it had profanity in it?
Because they use profanity to express how they're saying.
Is it necessary when they use profanity and they refer to women as derogatory names and stuff like that?
I mean, it's not necessary, but it's just how they sing, how they want to sing their songs. Like,
But you listen to it, so if you listen to it, if you buy it on iTunes, that means that you're promoting that behavior.
I'm not promoting it. I like the songs. I'm supporting what they're doing, but I'm not promoting them to talk like that. If you were to have an interview with them, they wouldn't do that. That's just for songs. That's how they do their music.
So they couldn't sell music or songs without using profanity or referring to drugs or derogatory behavior.
They could. It's just they choose not to.
I'm gonna put it to you like this. If you choose to use that behavior because you listen to a song, there's something wrong with you. If you can't listen to a song just to listen to it or to enjoy listening to that person without having to go crazy or ballistic, something wrong with you. If a rapper is talking about, oh, I got all this money, I got all the females, I shoot guns. If you go be like, okay, he does it, I can do it. Something wrong with you. Like T.I. He says he shoot guns. He got arrested. You think that's cool that you can shoot guns? You go shoot guns, you get arrested.
Okay. Jordans. So, you got athletes that don't even wear their own shoes. If they do, they're not paying for them. And you want some $180 something pair of shoes. Thoughts?
I'm not a big shoe person, so when it comes to shoes and
You
clothing,
don't like clothes.
when it comes to
You
shoes and
gotta go
clothing,
spend money.
I'm not gonna spend.
You spend $300 on a phone.
I'm not gonna spend that much money on a pair of shoes because shoes don't last that long to begin with. So I'll spend $100 on shoes if it's a pair that I like and I'm gonna get. But when it comes to Jordans, I don't see that's a waste of money to me because you're wearing them. The Jordans are supposed to be basketball shoes, but people don't even wear them to play basketball. They wear them just to show off that they got that kind of money to buy them. And then on top of that, people who buy them, most of the time don't even have the money to buy them. They're getting the money from some other means or way to buy them. And then when they buy them, they're like, oh, well, I can't eat now because I spent my money on these shoes. So I've never liked Jordans. I mean, Jordans, they make nice shoes, but I'm never going to spend money on them because that's just...
Put it to you like this. I'm going to give you a background on the Jordans that I wanted to get. The Bred 11s came out in December. Those shoes have never been remade. The first time they were made were in 1996. The Heat has not remade any of those Breds until this year. So that means all the other shoes, like the 13s, the 12s, the 5s, the 1s, and the 4s, those have been made every year. The same shoe, just different style and different color. That one shoe, the Bred 11s, has not been made since 1996.
So what's your point?
I'm saying, I want to have shoes. I couldn't get those shoes and still wear them from 1996.
What's
they don't
your
sell
point?
those anymore.
So what's your
I'm
point?
saying that I would like to have a shoe that has not been remade over and over and over again. It's the first time.
But why would
that
you want to pay
Jordan-
$185 for a pair of shoes?
They were at those shoes.
Does that
I
not
really
seem
think-
ridiculous?
I mean,
$185.
compared to the other shoes that he sold, $200 to $300.
Well, it's compared to a pair of shoes that you can get for $79.
I mean, yeah, but is it gonna be better quality than the Jordans?
It's the same quality. Nike make nice shoes.
Jordan's 11s, the Bred 11s had patent leather on them. Patent leather. What shoe do you know has patent leather?
First of all, why you putting...
I got a pair of patent leather shoes in my closet.
I'm not talking about female shoes. I'm talking about male shoes.
Why would you want a pair of patent leather tennis shoes?
It wasn't all patent leather.
Oh.
The 1996 pair of shoes were called the Space Jams. These are called the Bred 11s. There's a
Xander, you're not
difference.
making sense.
There's a difference between the Space Jams and the Bred 11s. The Space Jams, they're black and white and blue. The Bred 11s are black and white and red. Now, if my mom knows, my favorite colors are red. Black, white, and red.
Okay.
I have everything red pretty much in my closet. Those shoes could go with anything I wore. So, yeah, $185 is unreasonable, but if you think about it, it's kind of reasonable compared to $250 to $350.
None of it makes any sense for a pair of tennis shoes.
It may not make sense to you, but you got to look at both sides.
What is the
What's
other
up- what's the other
side?
You got to look at both sides.
What's the other
There's
side?
the side, oh yeah, you don't need them. Then there's the side, oh yeah, I would like to have them because they're nice shoes. You don't want to buy them because you've seen people get shot and killed over a pair of shoes.
Let me break this
And I'm
off
gonna
to
tell you, those
I'm
people.
not buying
hold on,
$185 pair of shoes.
Those people that have gotten shot and killed over their shoes are the crazy ones that buy those shoes, and when they are in the store, they put those shoes on their feet
But you should be able to do
and
that.
they walk out of the store.
You should be able to do that with any pair of shoes that you buy. If you buy them in a store and you want to wear them out the store, you should be able to do that without risking your life.
I
It's
mean,
your shoes that you buy. You should be able to do that.
would you rather mess them up right when you just buy them?
Well, then that's
or
that's,
keep
that's,
them clean?
That's your risk that you're going to take.
Okay, y'all, we're going to have to go to another topic because, see, we're not getting through to him. He does not understand. I'm not buying
She won't let
$185
She won't
pair of
let
shoes.
me buy them for myself.
And maybe I'm wrong. Y'all can leave your comments below and tell me. Now, the last and final
Now, subbies or whatever you call them say that you.
Okay, y'all.
Hold on, hold on.
Wait. If y'all feel that he should be able to buy $185 pair of tennis shoes, leave your comments in the section
And
below.
you got to be reasonable. You got to think hard about it. Because, come on now, she won't buy them, but I have the money to buy them. She won't let me buy them.
So, if you all think that Xander should be able to purchase these
And be reasonable.
there's nothing reasonable about paying $185 for a pair of tennis shoes. But
If you have the money. If you have the money.
okay,